we have Brian Freed. Brian Freed is known as the Inventor's Coach and is a highly accomplished innovator, author, and speaker. With 15 patents to his name, he has successfully licensed and manufactured his own inventions, gaining recognition through QVC, infomercials, catalogs, and major retailers. For over 18 years, Brian has been working closely with inventors, providing one-on-one coaching and invention licensing agent, and guiding inventors in commercializing their ideas into tangible products. As an expert speaker, Brian captivates audience with his engaging talks and on innovation and invention. He has authored 3 books offering practical advice and strategies for aspiring inventors. In addition to his speaking and writing endeavors, Brian hosts the Got Invention Show, a platform that showcases inventors and their creators, providing them with valuable exposure. Brian is the founder of the National Inventor Club, a community that supports and connects inventors, fostering collaboration and networking opportunities. He serves as the Chief Invention Officer of InventSmart, an invention consultancy that assists inventors in bringing their ideas to fruition. In June 2023, so right around the corner, Brian is set to launch the InventSmart Community App, an inventive social media and resource center exclusively designed for inventors. This app, available for download on Google Play and the App Store, aims to create a vibrant community where inventors can connect, share ideas, and access valuable resources. With his experience, resourcefulness, and commitment to helping inventors succeed, Brian Freed has become a trusted figure in the invention industry. Inventors and aspiring innovators can rely on his expertise and guidance to navigate the complexities of the invention process and turn their ideas into reality. Thank you, Brian. And then just go down the line with the same question. Just again, briefly describe your role, experience, or perspective on the Patent Pro Bono program. Brian?
Thank you, Grant. And by the way, I wanted to say thank you. You have the best name in the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Grant. That's what we all strive for. So I've been wanting to say that, and I thought this was the appropriate time. So thank you, Grant, for having me and for giving me the opportunity to address you today. This is an important topic. There's inventors across America that are not aware that this program is available. Personally, I have 15 issued patents. I've been running inventors groups for 16 plus years, and just kind of stats on that, I've had over 14,000 unique inventors come through the doors of my inventor clubs over the years, and probably some that haven't, that didn't put their name down on the attendance sheet. But I just wanted to say that being involved with PTAB, Elizabeth Doherty here as well, with the Innovation Outreach Team, there's different platforms and different channels of ways that I look to get the word out to the innovating and innovation community by letting them understand that these type of opportunities are available to them, but it's just not enough. And it seems like as much as I can get the word out, there's still inventors that are going online, searching, and just not sure where they end up. But the first thing that they should see is the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office and the guidance to help them and assist them, and to be aware that these type of opportunities are available to them. And that's one thing that is my mission, is to be able to get the word out, give them the right information, guide them to the right resources, and that's why I'm here today, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. By empowering inventors with knowledge of the program, we can ensure that those who need assistance, that most are aware of the available resources and have a clear roadmap to follow. It's essential that inventors understand the program's eligibility criteria and how to navigate the application process effectively. This clarity will help them to make informed decisions about seeking legal assistance and pursuing the protection and commercialization of their inventions. It's crucial that we bridge the knowledge gap and ensure that inventors with limited funds have equal opportunities to protect and commercialize their inventions. Through the Patent Pro Bono program, the PTAB Pro Bono program, while the USPTO website serves as a valuable resource, We must also consider alternative avenues to reach inventors who may not actively be searching for this type of information online. And just a couple points, because I've been working with Janet Gongola, Chief Judge, and her team, you know, really looking and finding ways to be able to help and get the word out. So one of the things that we kind of came to a conclusion is really, and we've all said it already, the awareness of the program. Many inventors are not aware that free legal help is there to file a patent application and to an appeal, even an adverse examiner rejection exists. Because they don't know, they don't take advantage of the patent or PTAB pro bono programs. Better communication of the programs to inventors would go a long way to increase program usage. And as far as eligibility requirements, the eligibility requirements are not straightforward and easy to understand. In particular, the income limit is keyed off the federal poverty guidelines. People normally are not aware of financials set forth in the federal poverty guidelines and guidance. They have to track this information down, and that's a deterrent. Additionally, the micro-entity limit is confusing. People normally don't understand what it means to be a micro-entity. They, again, have to track this information down, which is another deterrent. Many are just making the eligibility, or I should say, making the eligibility requirements more straightforward and easier for a layperson to understand would facilitate inventors to pursue use of the program, rather than run away from it as overly complex. Thank you.
Thank you. What are the opportunities or areas for improvement for the patent pro bono program as you see it?
Thank you. This is a dangerous one for me, Grant, because you're asking problem solution, and as an inventor, I definitely have some solutions in mind, so it might take a little while, but you know, I wanted to just kind of gather my thoughts, so I wrote some things down. The first thing, I think, is to consider changing the name pro bono, or adding some extra words to it, like free inventor legal help. Just something a little bit more than pro bono, because some people may not necessarily know what pro bono means. They're not going online looking for pro bono help for patent filing, or PTAB filing, or PTAB help.
And what's a PTAB?
And what's PTAB, right. So everything should be a little bit easier to find. One effective approach is to collaborate with organizations like the National Inventor Club and other local inventor clubs, like Chris Paul's here from Virginia, DC. Now, he has a great group, and there's plenty of other groups that are out there locally that meet. By actively engaging with these communities, we can disseminate information about the patent pro bono program directly to inventors who are already seeking support and guidance through monthly meetings, online live streaming sessions, and in-person events. We can educate inventors about the program, its benefits, and how to access it. The program can offer workshops in person at local inventor clubs or at the USPTO office, including a tour. Like my National Inventor Club members, Janet and her staff hosted a virtual meeting where inventors came here and had a tour and really learned about all the opportunities available from the USPTO. There should be more people that have the opportunity to do that. Host virtual meetings for inventors to sign up for, and have USPTO representatives to guide people through the application and criteria. I think also we must leverage various communication channels to spread awareness. Public service announcements, I think, are really important. Local media coverage. You could talk about inventors that have gone through the program and share their experiences, I think is really important, through social media. Those are powerful tools to reach inventors and inform them about the pro bono program. Utilizing these channels can raise awareness among inventors at large and ensure they are informed about the resources available to them. Something else, we should consider, I don't know, Jim, maybe this might work for you, but incentivizing lawyers and patent agents who are actually want to work or work closely with inventors. By providing these professionals with up-to-date information about the patent pro bono program, they can serve as valuable ambassadors and ensure that their inventor clients are aware of this crucial support system. We also have the PTRC, the Patent and Trademark Resource Center, helping with patent searches. Most likely, this is at the start of an inventor's journey, right? They go there first to search for their inventions. They're given guidance to kind of go through the patent search experience. And you can connect with them. And they have offices at the locations. And with each appointment, they can know about the patent pro bono programs that are available to them. Another one that I've had a chance to become really close with is the Small Business Administration, SCORE, the Small Business Development Center, SBDC. They're found on campuses throughout the USA. There's so many local campuses, and the SBDCs are available there. They can be a good connection and a reciprocal arrangement, because many of the people that are going there are starting new businesses. A lot of them have ideas. They're involved in some kind of intellectual property protection, possibly a patent for what they have. And I think that the two organizations can come together and find some good opportunities between them. That's when they start their entrepreneurial side, their new business. They need appointments, and they are working with entrepreneurs, inventors, startups, and they can guide people to the pro bono program also. If you need, I have a couple good connections there, but I think you guys can connect up with them too. It's also important to simplify the program's eligibility criteria and streamline the application process. By removing unnecessary barriers and making the program more accessible, we can encourage inventors from all backgrounds to take advantage of the pro bono program services available to them. And just a little bit more. From the USPTO side, I think there should be better communication channels to inventors. From what I understand and I've experienced, there's no singular way to reach inventors about the program or tools that may assist them in the innovation journey. As a result, many inventors are not aware of the various programs and tools that the USPTO has available to help inventors. Because inventors avail different communication means, the USPTO may consider diversifying the way that it puts out information to inventors. That way, the USPTO may be able to better reach inventors where they are. The USPTO could better use social media, like I mentioned earlier, pass through publications to inventor organizations, and develop an email subscription center exclusively for inventors. Actually, right now, Grant, none of the email subscription opportunities on your website pages, they don't have the word inventor or entrepreneurship or similar descriptive terms. So inventors may not know which to select to receive relevant and basic information. Many inventors are working folks, and much of the USPTO programming is during business hours. Tough. It'd be much easier if inventors had a chance to attend USPTO programming in the evenings or on the weekends. Something to consider. That's when they're not working. Thanks. You want more? I'm only kidding.
I would like to point out that it is 6:58 right now, so we are here after work, but yes, that's a great idea. Patent practitioners or inventors.
What could the USPTO do to better support us? The website. I think that easier use of the USPTO web pages. The USPTO web pages are full of amazing, great information about all aspects of patenting and trademarking. But if you go to the web pages, they're a bit cumbersome to navigate, especially for inventors who may not know exactly what a program is called, even to find out about the pro bono program within the legal assistance page of the USPTO website. So I went on again to take a look, and I couldn't even find the pro bono program. I had to go to patents, but you also have an inventor and entrepreneur link. It's not on there, but it just says pro bono. So like I said earlier, what does pro bono even mean? For example, an inventor might search for free help on the USPTO webpage when looking for assistance on filing an application. But when you conduct a search, has anybody done that before? If you conduct a search and you put in free help, you know it'll come up. The first few pages are in this order. TEAS help, test help, right? Design search codes, law school clinic certification program, search trademark databases, and then finally number 5, filing a patent application on your own. A novice inventor confronted with these 5 top search hits very likely, most likely, won't know which one to choose, right? They may eventually settle on number 5, which is the filing their own patent application, but this one's a concern. Pro se steps to file when the inventor is actually looking for someone to file to help them, right? The next thing is positive inventor messaging. Some members of the inventor community perceive that the USPTO is there to help large corporations only, right? When you go to the website, it looks like it's for corporations. I mean, most likely corporations have patent attorneys or agents that they work with, and they don't really need to go to the front page of the USPTO website. An inventor will go there, but it looks pretty corporate-like. And that's okay professionally, but for us to get the information is kind of tough. So some members of the inventor community perceive the USPTO is there to help large corporations only. It would be great to see the USPTO feature more success stories about independent inventors who have succeeded in securing a patent, registering a trademark, or prevailed before the PTAB, Patent Trial and Assistance Board. This would help to change the negative perceptions. Additionally, the National Inventor Club, I mentioned earlier, we recently had the opportunity to visit the USPTO for a full day of education. The inventors met a large number of USPTO employees from various business areas. Those interactions were wonderful, and they're still talking about it today. They showed the inventors that the USPTO is really there to help and replete with willing employees who want to see inventors succeed. More opportunities to engage with the USPTO employees in a positive environment further helps to cement a positive impression of the USPTO in inventor minds. So one more point here. You're running these Inventor Hour webinars. I think they're great. And the inventors out there, they're giving feedback on it that it's great. They love it. You just need more people to see it. So the Inventor Hour webinars are an excellent way to educate the inventing community, for those of you who don't know about the Inventor Hour webinars. You might not even know where to sign up for it. So you can look up Inventor Hour webinars and they'll come up and you can put your name on the list. The webinars initially seemed to focus on PTAB proceedings, but over time have expanded to include other areas of the office like trademarks and patents. I had the opportunity to be a guest on there also, so thank you for that, to get the word out to the inventor community. The topic expansion is really good because inventors often don't understand the basics and need the foundational education before they can even begin to understand what is required for an appeal or an AIA trial. Also, the webinars are recorded and made available for later viewing, which is really helpful to create a library of resources for inventors, especially since many inventors work and can't view the webinars in real time in the middle of the day. To make the recordings more accessible, it'd be useful to have an index so inventors can quickly identify the covered topics and find the particular webinar featuring that topic that they're looking for. One more point here, sorry. You just recently had InventionCon. It's a USPTO flagship event for the inventing community, and there's a fantastic amount of information and networking opportunities to be held there. Yet, a significant amount of inventors have no idea InventionCon, what it is, or how it can help them. Many inventors don't have the money to travel to Alexandria, Virginia, and for InventionCon. It would be great if the USPTO met inventors where they are and offered an InventionCon in multiple cities across the country. The topics addressed at InventionCon, they're typically useful, and clearly it's meaningful to inventors to learn directly from the USPTO experts about patents and trademarks, and they also get to meet some of the executives and some of the higher rankings of the USPTO. Deputy Director Derek, thank you for your service to the inventor community. Inventors, though, do, however, confront an array of other topics on their inventing journeys, such as making a pitch, licensing, commercialization, and product production. It would be instructive if InventionCon brought in the feature topics to cover these additional areas, even though they're not precisely within the USPTO's purview. You know, commercializing your invention. It's great that you're giving all this information. I know there's a fine line, but just offer some resources available to help them commercialize it, just like you mentioned also, Charlie. The USPTO is a trusted source of information for invention, so hearing from the agency about these topics carries weight and a greater sense that the information is unbiased and accurate. And thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. I appreciate it. I'm really excited about this app also that is launching. It's called Inventor Smart Community. It's going to have a dedicated area for the USPTO where you and your team and staff can do live streams, put updates on it, and be able to communicate to the inventor community. So I'm really excited about your participation with it. Thank you.
Hey, Brian, I do like to take a little check for the list. One thing you had mentioned, InventionCon, taking it on the road, and I'm happy to announce that we are taking InventionCon on the road.
Super.
So,
thank you.
so we're thinking alike.
All right, when you come to my neighborhood, then I'll check it off.
Okay.
Where's that?
Thank you.
So thank you, and to all our speakers as well. And at this point, I'm going to turn it over to my boss, the Deputy Director, Deputy General Counsel, Director of Office of Enrollment Discipline, Will Covey, to close us out.
Right, I really can't thank you enough for participating in the comment. Pro bono doesn't resonate with a lot of folks, and that's the lawyers always thinking, hey, we live in the legal world, everybody speaks Latin, right? So it's of course they know pro bono, but lots of great information, lots of food for thought for us. And all of you give us some fantastic comments. So thank you so much for traveling here far away. I know John and Jim came very far away to get here to participate in this evening's session. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for your participation, those who are online, and the questions we received. Our next session will be Wednesday afternoon with the attorneys and agents to get their feedback also. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.